Welcome again to The Inside. This is Brian Weatherden, the founder of GuaranteedIncomeForLife.ca and the author of A Lifetime of Wealth and How Not to Lose It. And we are now at the point of focusing on mistake number 6 that you don't want to make with your wealth, and that is a lack of life income mandates. So this gets to the heart of investing and how you implement an investment plan to sustain your needs and your goals for your future. Now, there are going to be other elements of an investment plan besides what I mentioned here. There can be small business, micro cap, there can be emerging markets, there can be frontier markets, there can be different ways of accessing international investment equities, how you package your equity investments within your own country where you live, how perhaps you engage in private equity or pools of equity, and what platform you use, whether funds or exchange-traded funds or stocks directly, stocks and personally held bonds. I mean, I don't mean to bore you, but there's different ways of approaching that. I'm not getting into all that process because, if you're working with me, then we'll sort that. If you're working with another advisor, you're going to sort that kind of platform with them. All I'm touching here is income, that is life income mandates. And I find that if you Google life income mandates, you're not going to find very much turn up there. And I think that is a travesty because, I have had the experience in my life before I was in this field. I've been in this field since 1995. Beforehand, I was a pastor, I was a Christian minister. And I had a couple of key stories in my life which helped shape my value and how I serve my clients. One was somebody who said at the age of 83, I've run out of money. And 2 weeks later, she died of financial stress. And I can hardly tell that story in full without tears still coming from my eyes. Another person said, I have 33 months to live. I said, how do you know you have 33 months to live? He said, when the money from the house is gone, he said, we have to die then. That's going to happen in 33 months. It broke my heart. It absolutely broke my heart. I want to protect people's income for life. And so I focus on life income mandates as the core of investing. And just briefly, I'm going to highlight what this is. You'll find more in the book, more in the website here at this area of life income mandates, section 6. And here I highlight the value of dividends. Also the value of real estate, but I'll say more about that. The value of infrastructure, of fixed income, and life annuity or life payout annuity platforms. So just giving a few seconds to each one of these. Dividends, it's like, that's the earnings of a company that are paid out to the unit holders or shareholders, and that's value that comes back to you or into your investment. Over the long term, it's possibly the most powerful way of investing. It fits into that old catchphrase, widows and orphans stocks. Dividend investing is one of the cornerstones that I believe with heartfelt faith for securing investments. Real estate is something, I don't mean the real estate you live in, I mean something that is income oriented, and that can include diversified forms of office, commercial real estate, retail real estate, manufacturing properties. It can be residential condo or residential other developments and so on, derived in such a way as to form income for you that you're going to get into your pocket, into your investment account. Infrastructure, I think of it as toll highways, toll bridges, oil and gas terminals, coal terminals, airports in some cases, it's broadband, it's in many cases telecommunications, it's railways. The original infrastructure investment was railways from the mid-1800s and onwards. Infrastructure over time typically doesn't lose money, but it does create income. And I don't even find investors get this. I know of a fund company that terminated their infrastructure fund because the advisors in the community and in the country thought it was a specialty fund, a sideline. This is core stuff if you want income. The only thing I'll say about fixed income is it's mainly focused on bonds and cash, and bonds will take a hit as interest rates rise, and they might be rising for the next 15, 20, 30 years. So it is a subject that needs special care. Life annuities can only, at least in our country, be provided by somebody who is licensed for life insurance. But life annuities, life payout annuities, can provide a very high form of income that in many cases can even be almost tax-free. So it has very special way of building a floor or a strong platform of high interest income, guaranteed for life, can even be guaranteed beyond your life. Most people don't get that. Can be guaranteed longer than your years of living. So it can function as also giving for your philanthropy or for your children, your estate. And so these are the 5 areas of life income mandates. Again, it's Brian Weatherden at Guaranteed Income for Life, also the author of the book, A Lifetime of Wealth and How Not to Lose It. I hope you by now have a copy of this book. Hope you maybe even give it to a few friends of yours. Maybe you want your children to have this book. And as well, just before I finish, say, I want you to be able to say back to me the impact that this is making for you. What questions do you have? How does it shape your work as an advisor or the work you expect as a client in the financial community?